Hey everyone, it's Terry, and welcome back to my channel. I bet you didn't know how versatile resin art can be. From sparkling ocean waves to shimmering geodes, the possibilities are endless with this versatile medium. Get ready to unleash your inner artist as we explore 15 trending resin art projects. I'm so excited to share my tips and tricks with you all. Are you ready to get your resin on? Let's jump right in. First up, we're creating stunning ocean scenes with crashing waves. I'm using a combination of blue and white resin, along with a heat gun to create the wave effect. Remember to work slowly and in layers, allowing each layer to partially cure before adding the next. To make those waves pop, I'm using a touch of iridescent powder for a magical shimmer. Don't be afraid to experiment with different shades of blue and white to achieve the perfect ocean depth. Oh, and a little sprinkle of glitter never hurts. Next, we're mimicking the natural beauty of geodes. I'm using crushed crystals, glitter, and metallic flakes to create a dazzling effect. Start by mixing your resin according to the instructions. Then, pour a thin layer into your mold and let it partially cure. Now, for the fun part. Sprinkle in your crystals, glitter, and flakes, creating layers of sparkle. You can even use alcohol inks to add pops of color. Once you're happy with the design, pour another layer of resin to seal everything in. For this project, we're using alcohol inks to create intricate patterns that resemble cells under a microscope. Start by mixing your resin and pouring a thin layer into your petri dish mold. Then, using a dropper, carefully add drops of alcohol ink to the resin. The ink will spread and create beautiful organic patterns. You can use a toothpick to swirl the colors together or leave them as is. Once you're happy with the design, let it cure completely. It's time to add some sparkle to your style with resin jewelry. We'll be making pendants, rings, and earrings using resin, bezels, and our favorite embellishments. First, mix your resin and pour a small amount into each bezel. Then, get creative and add your decorations. You can use glitter, dried flowers, tiny charms, or anything else that strikes your fancy. Once you're happy with your designs, let them cure completely. Once cured, attach your jewelry findings and voila! You've got yourself some stunning one-of-a-kind pieces. Get ready to be amazed as we create stunning river tables. We'll be combining the warmth of wood with the mesmerizing beauty of resin. First, we'll prepare our wood slab and create a channel for the river. Then, we'll mix and color our epoxy resin. To achieve a realistic river effect, we'll use transparent blue resin and add touches of white for depth. Once the resin is poured, we'll use a heat gun to remove any bubbles and let it cure completely. The result? A breathtaking table that's sure to be the centerpiece of any room. Let's capture the ephemeral beauty of flowers with resin. We'll be encasing real flowers in resin to create stunning, timeless pieces. First, select your favorite dried flowers and arrange them in your mold. Then, mix your resin and pour a thin layer over the flowers. Be sure to use a pressure pot to remove any bubbles and ensure a crystal clear finish. Once the first layer is cured, add another layer of resin to completely encase the flowers. Now you have a beautiful reminder of spring all year round. Add a touch of personality to your home with custom resin coasters. We'll be using molds, pigments, and our imaginations to create unique designs. First, mix your resin and divide it into separate containers for each color. Add your chosen pigments and mix well. Then, pour the resin into the coaster molds, creating swirls and patterns. You can also add glitter, alcohol inks, or small objects for extra flair. Once you're happy with your designs, let them cure completely. Prepare to be wowed as we delve into the world of 3D resin art. We'll be layering resin to create incredible depth and dimension. Start by designing your 3D element. This could be anything from a wave to a mountain range. Once you have your design, create a mold or use a silicone mat as your base. Pour your first layer of resin, let it partially cure, and then add your 3D element. Pour another layer of resin to cover the element and repeat until you achieve your desired height. The result is a mesmerizing piece of art that seems to come to life. Let's give our tumblers a glamorous makeover with epoxy resin. We'll be creating glossy, durable finishes that are sure to turn heads. First, prepare your tumblers by sanding them lightly and cleaning them thoroughly. Then, mix your epoxy resin according to the instructions. You can add pigments, glitters, or even create stunning marble effects. Once your resin is ready, slowly pour it onto your tumbler, rotating it to ensure even coverage. Let it cure completely, and voila! You've got yourself a personalized tumbler that's both stylish and functional. Get ready to blast off to a galaxy far, far away with our next project, Galaxy Resin Art. We'll be using a combination of colors, glitters, and inks to create stunning cosmic scenes. Start by mixing your resin and dividing it into separate containers for each color. Add your pigments and glitters, mixing well. Then, pour the resin into your mold, layering the colors to create a swirling galaxy effect. You can use a toothpick to blend the colors or create streaks of light. Let it cure completely and behold your very own piece of the cosmos. Travel back in time and unlock the mysteries of the pyramids with our next project, Resin Art Pyramids. We'll be creating stunning pyramids with embedded objects and intricate designs. Begin by selecting a pyramid mold. Then, gather your treasures. These could be anything from crystals and stones to small trinkets and charms. Mix your resin and pour a thin layer into the mold. Arrange your objects, ensuring they are fully submerged. Let it cure completely, and you've got yourself a miniature pyramid filled with ancient wonder. Light up your life with glow-in-the-dark resin art. We'll be adding a touch of magic to our creations with phosphorescent powders. Start by mixing your resin and adding glow powder according to the manufacturer's instructions. You can use different colors of glow powders to create a multi-dimensional effect. Pour the resin into your chosen mold and let it cure completely. When the lights go out, your artwork will come alive with an ethereal glow. Let's think big and create stunning, large-scale resin wall art. We'll be using a variety of techniques to create unique and eye-catching pieces. First, choose your canvas. You can use a stretched canvas, wood panel, or even create your own frame. Then let your imagination run wild. You can create abstract designs, ocean scenes, or even portraits using resin. Use different colors, textures, and techniques to bring your vision to life. Bring the beach home with you by creating charming beach scene resin art. We'll be using sand, shells, and resin to create miniature slices of paradise. Start by gathering your beach treasures. You can use real sand, tiny shells, and even miniature beach chairs or umbrellas. Then, mix your resin and pour a thin layer into your mold. Arrange your beachy elements, ensuring they are evenly spaced. Let it cure completely, and you've got yourself a little piece of the beach to brighten up your day. Last but not least, let's create personalized resin keychains that are both stylish and practical. We'll be using letter molds, small charms, and our favorite colors to create unique keychains. Start by choosing your mold. You can find molds for letters, numbers, and even cute shapes. Mix your resin and add your chosen color. Pour the resin into the molds, ensuring there are no bubbles. While the resin is still wet, gently press in your small charms or glitter. Let it cure completely. Attach your keychain hardware and voila! You've got yourself a personalized keychain that's sure to turn heads. And there you have it, resin enthusiasts. 15 trending resin art projects to inspire your next creative endeavor. I had so much fun showing you all these techniques, and I hope you feel inspired to give resin art a try yourself. Remember, the possibilities are endless with resin, so don't be afraid to experiment and let your creativity run wild. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future resin adventures. Until next time, happy crafting. Subscribe and smash that bell.